6:32, good morning. You're watching and listening to Breakfast with Stephen and Anne.
Now, an Easyjet flight is accused of throwing all passengers off a flight to Ibiza in a huge row because a heavily pregnant woman was allegedly accused by an air hostess of being abusive, and then she was ejected along with her family.
Well, Siobhan Foster claims she was thrown off the flight alongside her husband and their disabled child.
But that may not be entirely relevant. We don't know. Simon Calder believes the travel industry is under pressure because air rage is on the increase.
And Faustina Anyanwu is on the other side of the argument on this one. She says the hostess should know how to apply customer service skills when dealing with a woman in such situation. And they both join us now. Simon, really, do you think this was a justified move?
Look, I wasn't there. I've, like you, seen the footage on social media. Clearly there is an altercation and it gets very, very serious. But look, when you're on an aircraft, the captain's word is final. He or she transmits that through the cabin crew. You, however cross you're feeling, however impersonally you might feel.
We've just got to break in, Simon, because we've lost your mic. Which I'm sure what you said, excellent, but we've lost your mic, so we'll sort that out. In the meantime,
let's go to Faustina. Faustina, can I ask you then? I mean, air rage seems to be on the increase, and it's not fair on the other passengers. And the fact that this woman was heavily pregnant and also had a disabled child.
I can't hear you from here, but I'm going to try to. I'm hoping you're hearing me.
Oh dear, we're having a few problems.
I'll be on the side of the pregnant woman because the first role of the cabin crew member is to, provide comfort for their passengers and to make sure, the different personalities that they have on board are comfortable, and a pregnant woman is not just an ordinary woman. She already has a lot to deal with, and also this particular woman has a disabled child, which makes her situation even worse. So a little bit of empathy, a little bit of problem solving skills, and a little bit of relational skills would have helped to de-escalate the situation and not result into having to kick out a whole family away from the from on board.
Simon, is Faustina right? Is the first job of cabin crew to provide comfort?
No, I absolutely take Faustina's point. Obviously, we always want empathy and kindness in any situation to do with transport or indeed anything else. But the first duty of any member of cabin crew is safety of the people and their colleagues on board. Furthermore, as I was trying to say, the word of the captain, he or she, is final. They are the commander of the aircraft. They will communicate that through cabin crew. And if there is any sign of disruption that could endanger the aircraft, they will err on the side of caution. Now, I wasn't on this flight. It was Easyjet flight 3003 on the 19th of August. It eventually left 4 hours late without Siobhan Foster and indeed her husband James and their daughter on board. She says she was badly treated. Yes, the social media footage shows that things were escalating, but I'm afraid, however you might think that you are being treated by cabin crew, their job is your safety, and you just have to do what they tell you. And if you don't, and Easyjet saying that there was also some possible disruption at check-in, then you're off the aircraft.
Faustina, there's no excuse for bad behaviour, is there?
Yeah, there's no excuse for bad behavior on both sides. Every business have a responsibility to their clients, and that is sacrosanct. They need to make sure that their clients are calm. And so many people face a lot of anxieties when they are traveling. Myself, I feel anxious when I'm traveling. That's already a stress a kind of stressor on me. So, and the process of boarding and everything stresses so many people as well. And then when you see people, you need to understand, when we talk about diversity, this is one of the situations. This woman already has a disabled child. A little bit of listening, a little bit of understanding, and looking at things from her own perspective, trying to understand where her stress is coming from, calming her down, would have, tried to understand, what does she need? How can we provide what she needs? Customer service should not be removed from the society. And I've noticed, I've observed so many organizations this way shy away from the real customer service by, by trying to term or not listening to the client, or gaslighting the client, aggravating the person, making them even more aggressive, instead of calming situation, de-escalating and trying to provide what the client wants. So these days, many businesses, they quickly, because they know they can, they just terminate the contract or terminate your service without trying to deal with your issues. Yeah, that has become,
But the problem is, Faustina, we don't know that they didn't try to do that. And we've all been on flights when there's been one or two awkward customers. And we know cabin crew do try to calm people down, don't they? They do try to ease the situation before they sort of pull the handbrake, as it were, and say, you've got to be taken off the plane.
Yeah, without knowing the full details myself. I wasn't in the aircraft as well, but I'm looking at this thing from myself. I'm a woman. I have 4 kids, and I know the kind of stress pregnancy can put on somebody. Then add, traveling, add having a disabled child, having, disruptions, as you said, when they were boarding and all that. So that, so like I said, customer service is always to make sure that your client is calm. Listen to that. You're listening to them. When people feel they're not being listened to, it can get them really, really very angry. So it's always good to listen and try to, make the person know that you're listening, not just this, discharging or this